Hi and welcome to this short tutorial on how to access, view and print your risk assessment from L8MS Risk. To access our website, you need a username, normally in the form of an email address, and password. These would be supplied to you by the risk assessment company. Once you've got these, navigate to our website www.l8ms.com, which should look like this, and from the left-hand menu choose Risk Assessment and enter your username and password. Once inside L8MS Risk, you will have a very limited choice as an end user. The main one we are interested in here is to open a risk assessment. Click on the left Open menu. There are 5 filters provided to find your assessment. This is obviously only useful if you have a large number of risk assessment sites on L8MS Risk. The likely useful filters are Filter by Site and Filter by Assessment Date. Here we could put in partial information, for example, Demo and 2016. This will cut the list down, in this case only from 3 sites to 1. Sites with authorized or maybe completed status are ready for printing. Click on the site from the list to open it. We open in the Overview page, which has information about the client site assessor and scope. You can view the assessment in its modular form by clicking through the menu options. However, I'm assuming that in general you will want to produce some form of a report. Click the Print menu option to see a list of available reports. In order to describe the full reports, it is perhaps best if we look at the sections that make up a full report. In our experience, clients and end users tend to want just the facts, if you will. However, the Legionella Control Association Service Standard for Risk Assessment and British Standard BS 8580 specify a fairly extensive list. It may well therefore be best to have a long and compliant report and a short report. Each report section provided by L8MS starts with L8MS and ends with Only. The allocation of responsibilities covers contact details of people with responsibilities and details of which tasks are conducted by who. The assessment explanation details the risk assessment rating system. The assessment information report covers the client, site, assessor, scope, and comments or exclusions. The asset register is a list of all the identified outlets, wash hand basins and showers, etc. within the risk assessment. The control scheme details the site-specific control measures proposed for ongoing monitoring, inspection and maintenance. Corrective actions is normally produced as a separate report, a sign-off register for the corrective actions. Drawing and additional information is little used and details files produced in support of the assessment. The executive summary is probably self-explanatory and contains a short overview on the assessor's findings. The findings report is one of the most useful. This is a list in prioritized risk order of the questions, answers and recommendations where remedial action is required. Photos will output simply the photographs and comments in the risk assessment. Record of corrective action is a variation of the corrective action report. Surveys report contains each and every question, answer and recommendation made by the assessors. These are long and provide evidence of the survey process only. Finally, we have the system ID, which is used to define the water systems on site and give each one a reference. The assessing company can build reports using any of these 13 sections and define the order. The L8MS full all sections standard, including allocation of responsibilities, is the LCA BS 8580 compliant report and contains all of the sections except for corrective action reports. Reports can be exported to a PDF document or a Word document using the Actions button. I trust this tutorial was useful and allowed you to access the risk assessment and print it off.